This girl took 100 guys in one sitting. 14 hours to be exact. A straight pipe. I think there's a lot of questions to be had when you have a situation like that. But what can you do? You know, what can you do? This is me reacting to, what's her name? Lillian Phillips, I think. Taking 100 guys. And her plan is to take 1,000 next year sometime in 2025. So, oh boy. Hopefully she's ready for that. Because that's going to be yikes. Because old girl slept with 100 dudes, bro, and I just kind of want to see like what does that even look like. I might even have to watch the video.
I do feel a little bit like embarrassed being like, Mom and Dad, I'm 100 guys.
Why?
I guess because it's not really what my parents would have wanted me to do.
I don't think anyone's parents would want their daughter to smash 100 guys as a career. You could have been an astronaut, a lawyer, a teacher, or even a Twitch streamer. But no, you chose to be the face of thottery.
Doesn't mean to say my parents are like gonna disown me or hate me or anything like that.
Now look, here's the thing though. If my daughter was like, hey, Dad, I know you say you support me in everything that I do, and you know, I want 100 guys inside of me in one sitting. I'm sorry, but you can't come to Thanksgiving this year. You just can't. You can't come to Thanksgiving this year, and for Christmas, I'm getting you a couple different forms of like birth control or something. Like you can't, like, come on, bro. Like what even is this?
I just don't want them to think less of me. You know?
This makes absolutely no sense at all. You're telling me that you wanted to sleep with 100 men in one day. You wanted to publicize it and everything, right? You wanted everyone to know about this. But you don't want your parents to shame you? That's like...
Alright, well, the publicizing part kind of makes sense. Because at that point, if you're doing 100 guys in one day for the love of the game, that's honestly worse. At least she's trying to make at least something from it and, like, you know, publicize it. Because then doctors should be paying very close attention to this. Because they should be looking at this saying, wow, like, let's understand, like, get into the psyche of, you know, someone who's done something like this. So I think that part was actually, like, probably the only good decision she made within that 24-hour time span.
Like me saying, oh yeah, I want to be a criminal. I want to rob people, kill people, commit arson, punch babies, all that. Everything illegal in the book, I want to do that. But I don't want to go to jail though. I don't want to do the time when I do the crime, you know? Ma'am, that is the consequences of your actions. Like, what are you talking about? If your parents were to shame you for sleeping with 100 men in 24 hours, you should be happy because that means that you have a pretty good set of parents. It'd be pretty dumb for your parents to be out here co-signing like, oh yeah, my daughter, she's the sweetest human being in the world, you know, in her career, smashing 100 guys in 24 hours on OnlyFans. Like, what? This woman makes no sense. Now, I'm pretty sure we all know who this woman is. This woman is Lillian Phillips. I've talked about her briefly in a recent video, but I never really went too in-depth on her. And I feel like in this video, I kind of want to go in-depth on this whole situation. So essentially, she's this OF girl who slept with 100 men in one day, vlogged her entire process, and uploaded it to OnlyFans. And recently a YouTuber named Josh Peters did a whole documentary on the lead up to her sleeping with 100 men and the aftermath, which I highly recommend checking it out. I'm gonna link it in the description below. But yeah, this woman slept with 100 guys in 24 hours. To be more specific, 100 guys in 14 hours from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. She was on the 14-hour shift getting the meets back to back, no Drake. This woman got an Airbnb, had a bunch.
All right, hold on though. Because she started at 9 a.m. 9 to 11, like, bro, that's a lot, bro. How much is that? Hold on, I might have to do the math, though. I might have to do the math on that. Because you said from 9 to 11, so that's 14 hours. So 14 hours is how many minutes? 60. That's like 840 minutes. Okay, so that's a good amount of time. That's what? 8.4 minutes with each guy? I'm assuming they're back to back. In 8 minutes, they gotta be going to completion. Like, you gotta be trying to nut, like, as fast as possible, like, you know what I mean? I wonder if they sent, like, or one, how did they even get this many guys? And if they did get, well, they did get 100, so, like, if they did get more than 100, how do they, like, filter it out? Like, did they say, like, oh, like, how fast can you, like, like, you know what I'm saying? Because the faster the better, I would assume, right? I wonder if it would count if it this like one guy, like you come in, it's like a conga line of dudes. You come in, boom, you get like 2-3 strokes in, boom, you out. 2-3 strokes in, boom, you out. Like, you know what I mean? I wonder if that could count, but I don't know.
Bunch of guys coming in and out like a revolving door. She had people STD test as well, but in the
Well, I mean, that
documentary,
makes sense.
she said that a lot of people canceled, and like it got to a point where some people that came would just call and just be like, yo, pull up, and then one of their homies would pull up and just hop in line, which is crazy. I know
He's like, pull up, and then one of their homies would pull up. Yo. Nah, that's wild. Be like, yo, bro. I got my ticket. I'm in line. I gotta go smash this OF girl, bro. Like, I'm number 87, gang. But there is a couple open spots if you wanted to pull up and wait in line with me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We could probably try to keep each other hard and shit. Like, that's like, bro. I don't even know if I can. If I ain't within the first 5, I'm not going, bro. Simple
somebody's
as that.
walking out of there with an
Or I'm the very last one. Nah, very last is crazy though. But very last, you know you got time to spare. You know what I'm saying? You got time. If you the very last dude, like you got time, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like very last is it sounds crazy, but like you're the part of history though. It's a history making experience. I think being the last one might not be that bad though. In hindsight, you know what I'm saying?
STD or something. I'd hate to be that 100th guy, you know? That man's probably walking out with HIV, gonorrhea, Ebola, anything in the book he's walking out with. I'd hate to be a guy just in this whole situation in general. Like, do you know how desperate of a man
First 5, you gotta
have to be to sit
First 5, you chilling. No cap, first 5, you chilling. But yeah, after that, yeah, you're cooked. You're cooked.
in line and do something like this? Even the woman, I'm gonna get to her. I'm gonna get back to Lillian Phillips in a minute. But as a man, you sat in line knowing that all these other dudes smashed this woman and you still did it at the end of the day. There was even a clip in the documentary of this one dude who like did his thing, right? And then he was shaking afterwards. Like, I don't know what happened. I guess like some demons came out while he was having intercourse or something. And I guess he got haunted. I don't know. I'd also hate to be the Airbnb owner, because imagine you let someone rent out one of your properties, right? You're thinking that they're taking a nice vacation, but nah, they're getting clapped for the entire day. Like, the stench within the air of the Airbnb has got to be diabolical. Like, you're gonna need more than air freshener to get rid of that stench. I don't even think it's possible.
Everybody should
to
be
clean
good
the
though, because
house
they got
after
condoms
something
though,
like
right?
this. You just gotta burn the whole crib down. Now, you may be wondering why. Why would a woman do such a thing? Now, for me personally, I thought this was like some sort of marketing stunt to promote her OnlyFans, which it probably is. That's most likely an ulterior motive, but she claimed in this documentary that it was her fantasy before she was even in the industry.
I think other people in the industry definitely look down on me for doing this, but I think at the end of the day, people forget that it's also my fantasy, and this is also something that I'm really enjoying and want to do and have wanted to do before I was even in the industry.
There are so many fantasies you could have on this planet, and your fantasy is sleeping with 100 men in one day. Please.
Now, I'm just saying, this could have been way worse. Like, she could have wanted to do something way worse. 100 dudes in a day. I'm assuming everybody had condoms. She tried to have everybody tested and everything to make sure it's all safe. I mean, like, bro, who's it really hurting at the end of the day? Let's be honest.
Bring back
Other than
creativity and
herself.
imagination. This woman could have said like, my fantasy, you know, is maybe eating some Wingstop off the back of a dragon, but no, she said smashing 100 dudes. Like, bro. And all throughout this documentary, this woman was claiming how much she apparently loves doing this, how excited she is, and how it's empowering to take 100 guys in one day. There's actually this one part that I thought was pretty funny where Josh
Empowering.
Peters, the dude who made the documentary, asked her if she'd refer to herself as a feminist for this.
Would you refer to yourself as a feminist?
Yeah, at the end of the day, doesn't feminists mean like you just want equal rights for boys and girls? And yeah, I do what I want, and I do it because I enjoy it. I think there are obviously some women that maybe go into it because they have to or need the money and stuff like that, or they're kind of coached into it by men. But my personal experience is I've only ever felt empowered by the fact that I'm making money off something that I think guys will do anyway. Like,
Yeah.
guys are always going to sexualize me, so I may as well try and profit off that bit.
Okay, maybe this woman might be like dyslexic or something, but I'm pretty sure she's confusing the word feminist with the word thought. Like, there is no way in hell that sleeping with 100 guys could be considered feminism. How is sleeping with 100 guys making women equal to men? If anything, it's making you look worse because it makes you look easy. I mean, you gave it up to 100 dudes in one day. How is someone supposed to look at you normally after that? So I don't understand. How is this
Like, she can't even say her body. Like, bro, the fact that her body count is even past 100 and it's confirmed with video evidence is crazy. I mean, like, yeah, bro, like, I know a lot of other OF girls probably got like 100 plus bodies too, but that's like over time, over years of hard work and dedication. She did this in one day, all documented, 14-hour long vid. That is a crazy accomplishment, bro. To be honest, she might have like one of those like peak human bodies, bro. Because you got to think, like, you're probably having like a lot of your insides is getting moved around and shit. 14 hours. Like, did she even eat, my nigga? Like, bro, where were the breaks at? Oh yeah, I gotta go use the bathroom. Like, let me eat a little 10-piece real quick in between guys 50 and 51. Like, oh yeah, like, I forgot to post on TikTok today. Like, nothing. She just laying down on her back, just taking it. Missionary, 14 hours. Like, she on her phone or something? Like, bro, there's so many questions, bro. I gotta watch the video.
feminism. I wonder, is she also doing this because it's more socially acceptable for men to have higher body counts? So to make women equal to men, she's sleeping with a ton of guys to spike up her body
Oh, that's a
count so
crazy
women
thing.
feel better about having higher body counts? Like, is that her like goal here? Is that her goal from this? And if that is an ulterior motive, that still doesn't make sense because at the end of the day, you gave it up to 100 guys in 24 hours, 14 to be specific. No matter how you spin it, this woman still looks stupid. Like, your box was more free than a Costco sample on the weekends. What do you mean you're a feminist? What also doesn't make sense is that this woman said, guys are always gonna try and sexualize me, so I might as well make some profit off of it. Not every dude is gonna do that. Yeah, there's some weirdos out here that's gonna sexualize every single woman that they see, but I can assure you that that's not every single dude. I mean, for crying out loud, look at this economy. McChickens are $3. You think that we're over here worried about trying to sexualize a woman 24/7? No, we're trying to get this bag. You're telling me that I gotta pay $3 for a McChicken, this low-grade meat from Mickey D's? Hell no. Not every man is worried about sexualizing you when we got bigger fish to fry. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest. During this whole documentary, even though she was out here saying like, oh yeah, I enjoy this is feminism, whatever, right? I truly didn't believe that she enjoyed it, right? I feel like this was just like some sort of coping mechanism, but I may just be an idiot because there's this one part where she was crying because she didn't satisfy everyone who came. Some people flew out from different countries to come get that box, you know? Everyone was promised 5 minutes with her, but some people got less than that because I guess they were on some sort of time crunch. So some people only had 2 minutes with her and some people only had 3 when they were promised 5. And after this whole thing, she decided to cry because she felt for these people.
I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them, and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like, we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah.
What the
And obviously it just makes it feel so bad.
gang? If you are number 67 out of 100 guys and you're over here crying because you got 2 minutes with her when the other guys were supposed to get 5, you're weird, bro. I mean, you're already weird for showing up, but like, you might need to just like, you might need to seek a therapist or something, bro. I'm being dead serious. And just really reflect, bro. Talk to yourself in the mirror, bro. And really look at yourself and be like, wow, I was really mad that I only had 2 minutes with a girl who I beat off to for, like, time spent stroking to her was probably, like, over 3 days total time. Like, that's just kind of crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy. And the fact that she's saying, oh my gosh, I feel for these people, this might be the marketing part. Because now, then she's probably going to be on OF like, oh my gosh, yeah, I remember you. No, that's a crazy level. Nah. That's low-key crazy. She's on OnlyFans. Hey, oh my god, I remember you. Oh my god, like, yeah, you were guy number 79. Yeah, I remember you. No
Do you think
way.
you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
And why do they only have 5
But
minutes?
it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be completely real.
Oh, hold on. Because if we're talking 5 minutes, I gotta pull this back out. Hold on. Because we talking 5 minutes. Oh shit. Times 60, right? Wait. No, it's 100. She had 3. She had 5.5 hours doing what? Was she taking breaks? No, bro. No. What do you mean 5 minutes with every guy and then not every guy even got 5 minutes? That means she almost had damn near 6 hours of free time. She was only fucking for 8 hours. What the? No, bro. What the?
I feel like
fuck?
she's crying because she's realizing.
I feel like I'm getting lied to.
I mean, she slept with 100 people in one day. A majority of people in this world don't sleep with 100 people before they die, and she did this in one day. Us humans aren't built to sleep with 100 people in one day.
That's what I'm
Woman or
saying.
man, it doesn't matter who. You're not built to sleep with that many people in a day, and even in a lifetime. Like, that's not something normal. I don't care what you say. It's not normal. I know it's 2024, and we're trying to normalize everything on this planet, but this isn't normal. So I feel like these tears are more from her regretting her decision rather than her not being able to satisfy everyone. But maybe I'm just being the friend that's too woke right now. Maybe she's legitimately crying for the love of the game.
Thing is, I'm telling you, she has peak human body. I'm telling you, bro. Like I said, we're not supposed to be taking all of that for extensive amounts of time. 100 in a day? You have to understand, like, the energy transfer that comes with fucking 2. She did that with 100 people in a very short amount of time. One day. It's not like she slept, not like she said, oh, all right, let me take a nap. Like, oh my, I wonder how long she slept after that. Real question. Because that's a real, bro. Now, if she went like overnight into the next day, I think that might be best case scenario, but I don't know though. I don't know.
Game. Maybe she's literally just a max prestige treesh. And what's even crazier is that I remember there's this one part in the documentary. Josh Peters asked, is there anybody's names that you know on your OnlyFans? Like, do you see anybody that maybe you went to school with, or just maybe a homie or something like that? Do you see those people sub to your OnlyFans? And this woman just said so casually, she was like, oh yeah, some of my dad's friends watch me.
Have you like recognized any of the names in here of people that you might know?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's been some guys like outwardly say like we used to go to school together, or some of like dad's friends and stuff like that.
What messaging you?
Yeah.
This woman is saying this like this isn't weird, like this isn't crazy. And apparently her parents support her, which is insane. Overall, this whole situation is crazy. I mean, from this, she essentially tarnishes any accomplishments that she's ever had in life. And now all people are gonna see her as is the girl who smashed 100 dudes shamelessly. But I don't feel bad, and you shouldn't either, because she made the decision, and she's also made the decision to go for the record of sleeping with 1,000 men in one day.
So you might know me as the girl who's been with 101 guys in a day. Now I'm currently in training to do 1,000 guys in a day.
What type of training is she gonna be doing? Like what do you mean training? If it took her 14 hours to do 100, let me just see if this is even feasibly possible. So she said 1,000 guys, right? So 24 hours times 60, that is 1,400. Never mind. Whoa, never mind. That wasn't the right math. So 60. No, it is 60 times 24. 60 minutes, and then it's 24 60 minutes. That's how many minutes are in a day? Really? That just sounds like a lot. Okay, never mind. Okay, so that divided by... Whoa. She's going to spend the whole 24 hours. Unless each guy gets 30 seconds. That is the only way that she can, like, do this and get, like, enough time for a break, pee break, let me grab something to eat real quick. Like, That's the only way this might be possible. And she might have to get fed through a feeding tube. So, no dick sucking for 24 hours.
And on the 15th December, I shall be taking on 300 guys in a day, which is the most
15 December.
amount of guys I've ever done. And so it's going
Yeah, like shit. Like, hey, that's the most I've ever done. We done did 299 before, but 300 is
to be
like...
hard, but in comparison to the 1,000, this should be light work.
Oh, you thought it was over? Nah, she's just getting started. That was just her rookie game. You're about to see some LeBron numbers soon. I find it wild how this woman
300 is crazy, bro. That's crazy. I'm gonna collect all the Oblachians like Infinity Stones and let them all hit. She's out there in your territory. She ain't coming over here. Because no hood dudes are just going back to back to back with her, spending 5 minutes each. That's not happening. I wonder who her like OF manager is. I'm pretty sure he getting paid.
woman is just talking about this like it's some sort of challenge. Shawty, this isn't BO6 Dark Matter. Your cooter is not gonna turn diamond after this. Lily, please stop.
I got
and get some
BO6
help.
Dark Matter.
How is 1,000 even possible? In the documentary, she had each dude for at least 5 minutes, and some had to go less than that, right? So how would 1,000 work? Like, would every dude just go in and out, then just leave? And if that's the case, then she'd have to do about 72 dudes per hour for 14 hours to achieve her goal of 1,000. It'll be a little over 1,000 if she's doing 72 per hour, but that's the pace she would probably have to go. Yes, I just did the math on this, which is pretty sad. I'm thinking way too hard on this. Wait, back to my main point. I don't feel bad for her, and you shouldn't either. I've seen many people online trying to blame the adult film industry, blame her team, and even blame the men involved, like this woman wasn't the one who ultimately made the decision to sleep with 100 guys. Yeah, we can say the adult film industry is horrible and they take advantage of young and innocent women, which is true. There's many occasions where the adult film industry has done that, and there's no doubt that her team probably had a huge hand in this whole thing. Not fully though, because she said it was her fantasy apparently. But yeah, we can say all these things, right? We can say, oh yeah, it's the adult film industry, it's her team, it's all these people. But at the end of the day, she was not forced into this lifestyle. It was her choice. She's the one who made the decision to do this, so it's her fault at the end of the day. And apparently her parents are supportive of her career, so we could also blame the parents a bit. But overall, I think it's her fault. It's no one else's fault but hers. I saw this one tweet the other day that was talking about the whole situation, and it said, how is it possible that men do this to a woman? And I feel like, yeah, we can all agree that like all the dudes involved are some losers. Like I said, some of these dudes did fly out from different countries to only have 5 minutes with her. That is some loser activity. But we can't sit here and act like this woman didn't make the decision to do this. She's the one who made the whole promos and stuff. She was talking about how she's excited, taking this down like it's a challenge. So why are we sitting here blaming the people participating rather than blaming the woman who did it, you know? There's many times where she said this was her fantasy, and even if that was a complete lie, she still did it at the end of the day. So how is it only the men's fault over hers? She's the one that opened Pandora's box, and she opened her box. There was also this other tweet I saw where it was longer than a Harry Potter book, and essentially what the person was saying was that Lillian Phillips was R-worded by 100 men. I'm not gonna lie, this has to be some elite tier rage bait. There's no way that you watch that 47-minute documentary and the conclusion that you came to is that this woman got R-worded by 100 men. When she invited those men over, had them get tested, said she was excited for it, and gave them all consent, yet you think she got R-worded by 100 men? This has to be some elite tier rage bait. At this point, God tier rage bait. Especially since the holidays are coming up, you can see the check next to this person's name. They're trying to maximize the Twitter monetization before Christmas comes up. I understand what you're trying to do. When are people actually going to hold this woman accountable for her actions rather than blaming everyone and everything around her? Like, the mental gymnastics that some people are playing instead of just blaming this woman is mind-boggling. Overall, I just think it's her fault, you know? But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All that being said, this is going to wrap up the video. If you guys make this far, I appreciate you. Twitch Cameron WAK, Discord link in the description. Also link to...
That was a good video, Cam. What's your body count? A Fortnite lobby. Gang, it's going to be way more than a Fortnite lobby pretty soon, bro. She already said she in training, though, so that must have meant that she done did 100 again recently, bro. But, hey, bro, it is what it is, bro. As long as she make the money back, I guess. I mean, like, shit. I wonder if she paid for all their flights. No way, right? She could just find 1,000 people in her city. Worst case scenario. She said some of them niggas didn't pull up. So she had to get their friends. And then... Pull up, some random niggas just showed up. Yo, I'm here. Niggas like, all right, let's fuck. Like, what the fuck?